No, there are no pressures because it goes as per, because there are set guidelines are there. Even we cannot also delay the TOR application, or we cannot accelerate the TOR application. So there are, if you go through the EIA notification, the time is given. Issue of TOR 15 days within submission. I'm just giving an example. Readily, I do not have the time. How much time we can take to evaluate the project, another 45 days. For public hearing, it's another 1 month. So the time is already fixed in the EIA notification.
So, I mean, since the mining plans have been approved, that means they have present a feasibility report, whether it is feasible or not to have open cast mining in East Jaguars especially.
I think the Department of the CMPDI, then the Ministry of Coal, the Ministry of Mine must have gone through, and they are all experts. Because it is not that the project proponents are submitting directly to us. They have gone through a long process for last 2 years. People have visited the area a number of times from the Ministry of Coal. So regarding the mining technology per se, as environment appraisal authority, we are not concerned much about the mining issues. We are concerned the impact of that mining on the environment, and what are the impacts and how to mitigate them.
Besides the state committees, Central Environment Clearance and Coal Ministry's node also required?
Central Ministry of Environment, no. They have delegated the power to the state committee for certain area. I told you up to 150 hectares. Beyond that, it will go to the central, because the central ministry also has EAC. It is known as the Central Expert Appraisal Committee, like we have the State Expert Appraisal Committee. Hopefully, as I told you, we will clear, but there are other steps. This is from us, the next 4 to 5 months. Then it will go to Pollution Control Board for grant of CTE and CTO. Finally, they'll have to sign the mining lease with the Forest Department. So, I think by October, hopefully September, October.
Don't you think that we should have improvised on the indigenous way of rat hole mining than going for an open cast mining? You know, the forefathers, they found it convenient, so of course it became rampant later on. What is your opinion?
See, I fully agree to that, but you see, the forefathers had done for a limited volume, for limited use. But I agree with you. I mean, this is something which should have been taken up earlier, but now since we have come to the scientific mining as per the directions of NGT and endorsed by the Honorable Supreme Court, so I think there is no other way. We have to go forward for this. This will be another chapter altogether, but I fully endorse. Why I tell you? Because recently we had a meeting with the officials of the CMPDI, which is an undertaking of the Ministry of Coal. And they also agree that the impact on vegetation and forest cover through rat hole mining is minimal. You see, when you go there, you will see the vegetation overground remains intact. Number two, they have officially endorsed that the chances of subsidence of land is minimal in our case. Why? Because when this sort of mining is done, they actually maintain pillars underground at regular intervals, and the extraction of coal is done in the interspaces between the two pillars. So the undergrounds, these pillars are always maintained. The people who have gone down, and we have spoken to people, they said at regular intervals we see pillar ranging from 6 to 8 feet in width. At regular intervals they are, so that there is no collapse. So the problem of subsidence is different. That of course the government in its wisdom may subsequently take up. But now I think this scientific mining is a big boon, and it will also regularize, a lot of royalty will be generated, and it will come to the exchequer.